should I say, what are you?
Never mind who this is, just listen to me. I see that you're always trying to warn the world about evil efforts to put down the masses, and you seem to ignore one of the most important evils on this planet.
Excuse me? Who are you, and what are you talking about?
Mr. DuPont, who I am is not important. Just say that I've been watching you for some time, and if anyone can spread this info to the masses, we know you can.
Well, I've always known people were watching me, but most of the time, I thought it was the forces of evil. So what's your beef?
We don't have time to play games, especially with the likes of you. So listen carefully, because I'm only going to say this once. Every computer the average Earthling buys has built into it a $300 cost before you even put in one microchip. It goes to a man named Bill Gates, and then every year you spend money to get antivirus protection from various vendors because the operation system is so full of opportunities that if you connect with the internet, it'll take 30 seconds to 50 minutes for one of Microsoft's systems to get infected with viruses, trojans, adware, or spywares.
Speak about viruses. Who creates viruses and why?
There are so many theories as to who truly drives the virus movement. Some are for reasons you don't want to know. And if you did know and could prove it, your life would not be worth a dime. It would be worth our time trying to educate you.
Okay, I can live without knowing.
I tell you this, no presidential candidate is talking about war on those who terrorize your computers. Copy a VHS, a DVD, or some computer program, and you can do some serious time and have all your assets confiscated. Shut down millions of computers and destroy countless files, pictures, audio files, and you are a great advertisement for serious antivirus programs, backup systems, and firewalls. Linux is the answer. Linux is stable, much more stable than any Microsoft operating system. It contains virus damage. It does not require high-performance computers to function quickly. As Bill Gates obsoletes older versions of Windows, newer, more powerful computers are necessary to make the computer run. So you're ultimately coerced to buy newer and newer computers, all with an extra $300 in the price tag to keep Mr. Gates from spending money. Linux is an open source software, which means that any programmer in the world can have a look at the code. This means more eyes to point out the weaknesses and security issues. Linux is stable. Linux can run for years without any need to restart it. If you run Linux, you can find free replacements for most of the commercial software. By turning to Linux and helping it to grow, this revolution will force Microsoft to lower your licensing costs so that more people can afford computers. Linux is free to the world. It'll take some getting used to, but in the long run, it is the duty of all Earthlings to reduce the power of Mr. Gates and Microsoft. Microsoft knows much about your computer system. They know who is using your programs. Do you want them to know what you're doing?
Well, I tell you what, whoever you are, I'm going to research this subject, and if it is factual, I'll try to spread the word about your plan to empower the masses. I know for a fact that this whole virus issue is totally out of control, that our government is doing little to nothing to send a message to those who terrorize our computers. If Linux will minimize the chances of ruining the lives of computer owners, then what do we have to lose? What do they say? All it takes for evil to prevail is for good people to do nothing?
I can save you some time, Mr. DuPont. Just go to whylinuxisbetter.net, whylinuxisbetter.net, and you'll find dozens of reasons why Earthlings are being screwed over. For what? You Earthlings are so gullible in terms of nutrition, medicine, energy, and your defunct constitution ultimately deserve to be in a state of decline because you are weak, ignorant, and have lost your way. Darwin has told you what will be your fate. Maybe, just maybe, you'll start with switching to Linux and send the message. Can you imagine what your government will do without those profits they are getting from the corporations who are ripping off your citizens? Well, Mr. DuPont, I will leave you now and move on to other activists we have been watching. There is no